Hey guys, so it's me, Jose Duarte, and today we're going to talk about how much I made during basic training. I joined bootcamp in the year 2022. I just want to talk about like how much I made during the time I joined. I know it's going to be a little bit different from the time you guys joined because of how pay increases each year, but I want to talk about how I got paid, how much I got paid, and how much I graduated with. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys 5 tips of how you can save up money so you can graduate with the most money in your account. Before I joined, I kind of didn't know how much I was going to get paid. I mean, yeah, there are websites out there that shows you how much each private or private first class gets paid during the first year. But as for me, I joined when I was married. I am currently married now, but I joined as a married man and I do have a dependent. So there are many videos out there that talk about BAH, that talk about married people or people that have kids. There aren't any videos out there that I know of mention anything like that, but you know, as for somebody who is married and has dependents, and wants to join the military, that is something that kind of wonders in your mind, like, hey, like, am I really gonna get paid this much, or how much am I gonna get paid? How much am I gonna graduate with? I mean, I have dependents, I have a house to pay, I have bills. I went through the same thing, and I'm here now to give you the answers and kind of give you the experience that I went through. So first, for those who are married, you will get paid BAH. It all depends on where you live. You could type in on Google BAH calculator, but I'm gonna drop down the link, the BAH calculator that I used, and that's really good because it gives you exactly the amount you're gonna receive and if you have deployments or not. The BAH that I received in 2022 was 1,794. This is per month. So divided by 2 is gonna be around 850. But this is on top of the basic pay you get. Basic pay that I received as a private first class, I joined as a private first class, E2. I was receiving 2,054 per month. And the thing about BAH is it is tax free. So that money is yours, like tax free. It's like if you're getting paid cash. The military is going to pay you that money and it will show up. What happened with me is I had 2 years of ROTC in high school, so I was able to get promoted to private first class. If you're a private, you will get paid, it's like $200 less as a private. And I don't know if that affects you in your BAH. I do know that as for BAH, it does depend on where you live. I mean, I know Cali pays around $2,000 or more. I know somebody who lived in Chicago, he was getting paid 2,000 something per month. I was getting paid 1,700. Somebody from Texas was getting paid 1,500. So it all depends on where you live. And it is based on, your zip code, on your hometown. It is not based on if you're in San Diego for training and then you go to your schoolhouse. It does not matter. Like, BAH is based on where you live. Once you get sent out to your unit, then yeah, like, it does change. But as for training wise in boot camp, you're gonna get paid according to where you live. Once you do join, like in about 2 to 3 weeks of being in boot camp, you're gonna take a class about, finance. You are gonna open an account in the military. It is called Front Wave. That is what the Marine Corps uses. They're gonna do it for you. All you're gonna do is activate it in boot camp. There are ATMs. That's how I did it. I went to an ATM on a Sunday because Sundays they give it to you to go to church or to get stuff done. You have like 2 to 3 hours. If you want to stay in the squad bay, you can stay. Or if you want to go to church, then you can go. What I did is I activated my debit card in the ATM and then went straight to church. The cool thing about FrontWave and Navy Fed, I believe, they pay 2 days prior to your payday. So if payday is on the 1st, you will get paid 2 days prior to that. It's gonna show up in your bank account. That's what's cool about FrontWave and Navy Federal. Let's talk about my pay. So my first paycheck, it came out to $2,000. I believe it came out a good amount because of back pay, because I joined after the first day of the month. So I joined on January 3rd. So everything that, from the time I joined to the day I opened the account, all of that was paid, and it came out to $2,000. After that, my second paycheck came out to $1,900. And then after that, you're gonna receive another class about TSP. TSP is a retirement plan. After the retirement class, my paychecks were coming in with $1,600, $1,650, or $1,640. It all depends. It does change, but in the military, they're always gonna give you back whatever money they owe. You're in boot camp, you will get the chance to send money back home. Although I did not do that, there were a couple people that did have the opportunity to go. If that did work for you, then comment below and give the advice for somebody else who is curious about that. What I would say is, if you have the opportunity to do that, go ahead and do it. Like, if it gives you a chance to go to the bank and send money back home, do it. Even though if you're not sure if it's gonna happen, just do it. Because my mistake was, I did want to send money back home, but they were like, all right, we're gonna send you back later. It never happened. They never took me and never had the other second chance. All I'm saying is, if you have the chance the first time, just do it. Don't think twice about it. You never know, there's gonna be another opportunity. Once I did graduate, I came out with $8,132. Compared to other people that join single, like, that is a lot of money. For the most part, as a married person, the money's gonna be there. Like, they're gonna take care of you. I graduated with $8,000. The BAH money, it's always gonna be there. I just did my taxes just recently. Really legit, like, tax-free money. It's gonna be there. The 5 tips that I would give for those that are planning on joining. Tip number 1, don't spend a lot of money on the PX. If you don't know what the PX is, you will find out once you're in. There's gonna be a lot of stuff in there. Once you're in there, they're gonna give you a list of stuff to buy. Don't buy everything that's on the list. Your drill instructors are gonna tell you to do it, but from what I went through, like, we didn't use everything on the list. What I would tell you to buy a lot is recruit tape. You're gonna need a lot of recruit tape, so don't go crazy though. But once you're in there, like, have a good amount of recruit tape. When I was in there, they told us to buy Tide Pods, or told us to buy that iron spray to iron our covers. They're gonna tell you a lot of things to buy, but only buy what you need. Trust me. You're not gonna need a bunch of Tide Pods. You're not gonna need a bunch of iron spray. You're not gonna need a bunch of sunscreen. They're gonna provide that for you, so you don't have to buy another one. Body wash, like, just be wise about it. All I'm gonna say is, it can explode on your bag. Tip number 2, don't let people borrow money from you. The reason why I say this is because I've known people that say, hey, I'm gonna buy this for you, you got me back. And then maybe a week or 2 later, they get dropped. And then they're like, oh, I bought like $50 worth of stuff for him, and then he got dropped, and I'm never gonna see him again. So be smart. Don't buy stuff for people. If you are, $5, $5 is okay. It's whatever. But if you're gonna spend like $50 on somebody, don't do it, because you might not see them again. If you're gonna help them out, just give it to them. But don't let them borrow the money, because you're never gonna see them and they might get hurt. When I was in, somebody got hurt like 2 weeks before the Crucible. So it can happen, and you never know who it's gonna be. Tip number 3, I would say, is take care of your stuff. There's gonna be stuff that might go missing, or it's gonna break. When you're in there, just take care of it. That way you don't have to keep buying the same thing, spending money for no reason. I mean, like, you know, just be responsible, take care of your stuff, lock your stuff up every time. Even though you're gonna go like 5-10 steps away, just lock your stuff, because you never know, like, you're gonna be surrounded with 60 people, and you know, those 60 people come from all over the country, sometimes even the world, because I've known people that come from the Philippines. There's people that came from Mexico. They live in the US, but you never know. Just be responsible, take care of your stuff. Tip number 4, don't go crazy once you do become a Marine and then you have libo. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of mistakes that I seen and that I did. Okay, so from what I seen, that's how a lot of Marines that went crazy, bought a lot of stuff. They bought a lot of energy drinks, junk food, and later on, when libo was ended, they ended up throwing up everything. When you're in boot camp, you're not used to drinking energy drinks, or you're not used to eating a bunch of junk food. Like, you're eating pretty healthy. It's not the healthiest food, but hey, you're eating pretty healthy compared to what you used to eat. And you're constantly like running, you're constantly doing push-ups, doing whatever, and you know, your body's like used to eating that kind of food for 3 months. So once you get out there and you're eating junk food or energy drinks, like, hey, like, your body's gonna react different, and then you're gonna throw it up. Like, that's money wasted, you know? Same thing I did as well. I mean, I bought junk food. I bought like 3 bags of chips and cookies and all that. I ended up giving it away to people that aren't that base, because we didn't have time and we couldn't bring food in the squad bay. So it was a waste of money. Just, I mean, yeah, enjoy yourself, but like, be responsible. Like, just have 1 energy drink, 1 bag of chips. If you're gonna be eating stuff with your friends there or with people around, like, it would make sense, but just don't go crazy. Like, I know it's good food, I know it's food that you missed eating, but just be responsible. I mean, if you're married, like, you're trying to have that money for your family to enjoy. Tip number 5, the last tip I would give, is in family day, or even after you graduate, like, take care of your money. Like, don't be going out there spending on video games just because you have $8,000, $10,000. I know it's a lot of money than you're used to seeing, but it can go away like that. Rather than going on a spending spree, use some of that money to like invest on something, or put money aside and then enjoy the rest of the money you have. Like, don't waste it all. Yeah, enjoy your vacation, enjoy your 10-day leave, go on the vacation if you want to, or go out somewhere, but don't go spending away all your money just because you think you're rich. Like, it's not a lot of money, trust me. Now, if you have any more questions or any comments, please comment below. Don't be afraid to ask me any question. Like, I'm here to serve you. I'm here to help you out. When I went to boot camp, like, there was nobody that told me like how much I was gonna get paid, including with BAH. Like, not even my recruiter could tell me. People that I talked to, like Marines, nobody could tell me, because they all joined when they were single. I joined when I'm married and I have a little girl. So that's why I made this video, and you are going to get paid that money. If I had the opportunity for somebody to let me know, like, hey, don't be spending on this much, I believe I would be able to like graduate with a much more amount of money. But hey, like, we make mistakes, we learn, and I'm here to show you the mistakes that I made and to give you the advice. So if this video was helpful for you, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, comment below for any questions, any comments. I will share some links that I used according to the pay. I will put it right below in the description box. You know, keep moving forward, keep your faith up, and stay motivated.